before I got into recovery, my life was it was really unmanageable. I started smoking weed in high school. I was in sports all my life, and as everybody around me got bigger, stronger, and faster, I kind of leveled off. So that was a big part of my identity was sports. And so whenever that left, I kind of felt like I needed to find a new thing to identify with. And the people that I was hanging out with, they were smoking weed and drinking. Looking back though, I realized, like, pretty much as soon as I started doing that I wanted more and more and more. At one point, I just kind of, you start using drugs like that and you start not caring about stuff. And, my mindset was like, I'd probably try any drug once. And, my use got worse with weed, and, it turned into harder stuff and harder stuff. And I ended up having a needle in my arm. I ended up getting a DUI. And then a week after that, I got a possession charge for a small amount of weed. Throughout that time, I was still living with my parents. I had dropped out of college. I was just working a dishwashing job, selling drugs, trying to make money, and just trying to maintain that lifestyle of using and selling and the party lifestyle. And pretty much as soon as I got the DUI, I felt so ashamed. Like, I sobered up for like a half an hour, right? Waiting to get booked and everything, kind of sobered up, and I was like, hey, looking back, that was a really sad time, and I put my family through a lot of emotions in a 10-day period. And I feel really, really bad for that. And people tell me not to regret the past, but that's something I regret. My tire was a little low on air. I was about to go to Kutztown, visit a friend, I think, that I went to high school with. Got out of my car to get around to the air thing. And right behind me, there was a car that kind of had me parked in. And I was like looking, I was like, oh, that's my mom. What a coincidence. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Cars are just rolling in. There's my dad. There's Josh Thomas's mom, Heidi, all these people. And I was like, oh no.
A lot of these folks are from At the Cross Recovery.
At the Cross Recovery had rolled into Sheets, and they were there to get me out of there. And I remember Heidi Thomas, she was like, you either got to go to rehab tonight or you got to go to jail. I had gone to At the Cross before. Pretty much as soon as my parents realized that I was struggling, I started attending At the Cross, and my heart wasn't really in it. And
they attended though.
They attended too, and I think that was really good for them because they kind of got to share like how they were feeling towards what I was doing, and especially on that 10-day period, I know they were talking to you, they were talking to a lot of people, and I think that helped them a lot, and I'm really grateful that you guys did that. First, well, that night, like, they called rehabs, and I went to rehab the next day. I got back out of rehab, and we had written up a contract. If you're using, you can't live here. This was my only support meeting, and I was pretty invested in it. And then I kind of got lazy with it. I thought I had it, so I was only coming like every other week, and then I wasn't coming. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up, smoking again. But I was working back into living the way that I was before, and got another DUI. So this time I was on probation, so I had to spend a couple of days in jail for the probation violation. With getting in trouble again, I was able to get onto a treatment court with York County Probation, and it's been great. It's kind of like rehab in real life, almost. Mm-hmm. It's like 3 phases. You have to go to meetings, certain periods of time, depending on what phase you're in. But that forced me to come back to At the Cross. At the Cross is really great for me because not only is there people just on Tuesday nights, but when I come in on Sunday morning, people know that I'm in At the Cross, but they don't judge me for it. They're genuinely concerned about how I'm doing. But sitting in this seat, I've sat here before, except I was high. Mm-hmm. I had Susan praying over me, trying to break the addiction. So it feels pretty good to sit in this seat. Mm-hmm. So we're talking to you like this,
Amen.
Yeah. This is not like, it's not like the end of it though. Like every day, I gotta make the conscious decision to do the next right thing. For me, my higher power is God, Jesus Christ, and being able to connect with another man that also believes firmly that Jesus is the answer, no matter what the issue is. There's a lot of security in that. I get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and it depends when I wake up. I try to go to the gym before work. That doesn't always happen, but I go to work Monday through Friday. I have a pretty set routine, and a lot of people would think that's boring. It is boring, but like, you know,
it's a good boring.
It's a good boring. Yeah, my relationship with my family is back.
You got them back.
Yeah.
They have you back.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's the best thing.
The prodigal son has returned.
The prodigal son. Oh my gosh, yeah. But it's kind of a miracle. I just think sometimes I think about that 10-day period that I put them through, and the fact like they called me and asked me if I want to come over for dinner. Are you sure you want to eat with me? That was kind of my reaction, like the first time they asked if I want to come over and eat. But it's a blessing. It's awesome. And like I went up to my brother's football game last week, and he texted me the next day and was like, "It was really good to see you." I was blaming them a lot, and at the cross surrounded them while I was in rehab and while I was missing for 10 days, and just affirmed in them that what they are doing is of God and of Jesus, and that they are good parents. I really thank God at the cross for being there for my parents whenever they needed them. Yeah. And everybody rolling up the sheets like that, they still let me come back.
It's like, welcome back to the real Perry.
Everybody's happy to see me now. Every once in a while, people be like, "Remember that night at Sheets? Remember we rolled up to get you?" Yeah. I mean, not really, but I heard bits and pieces of it.
Hey,